other important topic that's related to this, that's really central to this, that we really need to talk about first, and that's the question of privilege. All privilege is ignorant at the core. The feminist poet Adrienne Rich wrote this, and I think it's brilliant. It tells us that privilege comes with ignorance. You may have noticed I'm a cisgender white man. Cisgender is that my gender identity and the way that I express that identity conforms to the sex that I was assigned at birth. I happen to also be heterosexual. For the moment, I am physically able-bodied. This intersectional identity confers upon me power and privilege in society and also in the workplace. And I've got to reckon with the ignorance that comes along with that. It makes sense. Adrienne Rich's quote really, it's common sense if you really think about it. We don't notice when things go well. I mean, we might, but generally we don't. We go about our business. I mean, speaking just for myself, it's not like I woke up this morning saying, oh, thank God I woke up, right? I didn't think about the nice dry bed that I had. I didn't think consciously about the fact that I was able to have a nice healthy breakfast, and so on and so on and so on. It's just not in our nature to notice when things go well. Now, when we have power and when we have privilege, things can tend to go pretty well for us, and so of course we're not going to notice that. That's just not how we're wired. We're sure going to notice power and privilege, though, when other people have it. And we're especially going to notice it when other people are wielding their power over us. And other people might be wielding their power over us unconsciously and unintentionally, or in many, many cases, they may be wielding their power in really conscious ways and maybe even delighting in the power that they have. But either way you look at it, with privilege comes responsibility. And it's something that we have to be aware of it before we can come to a place where we're able to wield it with care and to wield it for good. And of course, we're all going to have our own understandings of what good is. Here, this morning, I think our shared context is embracing a world of difference. So the question then is, how can each of us use the power and privilege that we have to embrace a world of difference in society and in the workplace? One thing that I would like, so this is especially for my fellow cisgender white males here today, especially those who are heterosexual and especially those who are currently physically able-bodied as well. We are lions. We need to recognize that. We need to do more of the adapting. And when somebody calls us out on something that we said or something that we did that was hurtful, we need to open up our ears and we need to open up our hearts. It could be that we don't know that we were excluding. It could be that we did. But there's nothing to be afraid of. I mean, the only thing to be afraid of is that maybe our ignorance will diminish a little bit, and that's a good thing. So that's an invitation. That's an invitation. When we're talking about adapting behavior, which is what we're talking about here, power and privilege are always going to be present in the conversation.